Happy Friday. So this week I've been talking about the trust issue. There should be a bigger word than trust issue. The devastation that's happened to trust in organisations. We've been talking about the need for trust for decades and decades. But as I mentioned yesterday, the trust bubble burst in many organisations in May 2020 as a result of the pandemic. And bosses and organisations were just not able to respond in the right way. And I know it was uncharted territory, but they were able to respond in the right way. And this has caused a big gap between leader and employee. And one of the other impacts the pandemic had was what I call out of sight, out of mind. So what happened to our employees was suddenly they're working from home, and for many they lost that sight of their boss. And that led to many, because the boss didn't up the communication, up the check-ins, not the check-ups, the check-ins, update the finding out how people were faring, etc. They didn't change their communication, and therefore there was a sense of isolation and a sense of, well, what's going on? Who's doing what? What's changing? What's not changing? What's our direction? So there became, because of a lack of communication that was needed more than ever, that there was, okay, I'm out of sight, I'm not now out of mind, I'm not being talked to. And what good leaders do, even if they've got nothing to say, they communicate. They've got nothing to say. They communicate the status quo. They say, this is what's changing, this is what's not changing. So people have a sense of certainty in knowing what's going on. So most organisations, because of this massive gap in trust, or the mistrust in the organisation, are now in damage control. As the saying goes, trust can take years to build, seconds to lose. And organisations really, and CEOs and leaders now really have to work now to re-establish that bridge between leader and employee. Because your competitor, who has trust at the foundation of their culture, has their door wide open for your talent that will walk down that virtual road because there's no trust in your organisation. Next week, I'm going to share how you can fix it. Talk to you then. Bye.